Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Skyman TV, the tourist man in Black Africa. Kiabu has rained. Indeed, it has rained throughout the night. It has rained cats and dogs. And this rain is significant in my view. In this video, I want us to look at the revolution wind that is blowing across Africa. Because already we have 5 countries protesting in Africa. From the north, Tunisia and Senegal. From the west, Nigeria. From the south, we have South Africa. And from the east, we have Kenya. Yesterday, the people's power was demonstrated in Senegal when the people broke into prison and released the opposition leader. This was scaling. This was something that the powers that be were not expecting. They were really shocked to see how people are determined to bring revolution in their various countries. And when you hear Kenya, when you hear Kenya.Kwanza threatening to arrest Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga, I can tell you what happened in Senegal can also happen in any other country. Wale watu ambao wanaishi katika enzi tunamoishi ni watu ambao ni tofauti kabisa. Si wale watu ambao tunaweza kusema walikuwa wanaishi say about 30 or 40 years ago. This is not the time of Jomo Kenyatta or Arap Moi. We are living in a very different era. When the 2010 Constitution was promulgated, many people did not realize that they had been given all the powers by the Constitution. They did not realize that they are more powerful than the executive. They are more powerful than the judiciary. Yes, you are more powerful than Martha Koome. You are more powerful than Inspector General of Police. You are more powerful than the president. Reason? These people exercise delegated powers, and people can decide to exercise the powers directly. And I believe this is what is happening across Africa. But I want us to look at the Kenyan situation. Why I believe Monday or Thursday next week could be the breaking point. Monday or Thursday could change the trajectory of this country for good. One of the things that you need to observe is that the DCI started profiling and arresting youth as mere youth who participated in the mass action. And none other than the DCI published photos of wanted, according to them, criminals. Na ajabu yenyewe ni kwamba baadhi ya picha ambazo zilikuwa zimechapishwa pale zilikuwa gushi, they were fake, and the demonstrations, some of them were depicting demonstrations that were done by people who died long time ago, and others demonstrations that do not take place on Monday. But all said and done, whatever the DCI is doing is creating tension in Azimio, is creating tension in the country, is provoking the youth. For sure, the youth of this country can be a time bomb. Remember, these are jobless people. Then you go ahead and start arresting them in the name of creating fear, in the name of stopping maandamanos. Jambo hili litaharibu nchi tuipendayo ya Kenya. What this means is that vijana wengi watajitokeza siku ya Jumatatu na Alhamisi katika maandamano. They can only be emboldened. You can only make them more courageous by arresting them. The use of force will backfire, and it is better to use other methods, but not arresting the youth. The other thing is that when you look at the Monday maandamanos, we saw armed policemen. We saw death of a university student. About 300 people arrested. We saw police armed with live bullets, water canisters, tear gas. Na kusema ukweli, watu wengi waliumia, pamoja na polisi pia waliumia. Ukweli usemwe, kuna jeshi la polisi ambalo liliumia, si polisi mmoja. And when this happens, it is something that can actually provoke more people. When I heard some people complaining from Azimio side, people like Otiede Omolo claiming that the security details had been removed. Jambo hili, kile ambacho tunaweza tukasema ni kwamba wakati serikali inafanya hivi ni kuonyesha kwamba kuna ubaguzi, ni kuonyesha kwamba haijali hata wakati ambapo viongozi wa Azimio wataumia, wakati wanajeruhiwa. They don't need security, according to the government, which is wrong in my view. Again, armed policemen can only provoke people. Armed policemen can only motivate the youth also to be armed. That is the truth of the matter. Because people will start defending themselves. And this is dangerous in my view. This one can break our great nation. Because the protest may turn out to be violent. Not that the protesters want to be violent, but simply because the policemen are armed, the policemen are arresting demonstrators, the policemen are confronting people who are not armed, and then hell will break loose. And once hell breaks loose, we lose the country. Again, Azimio has warned the policemen that all policemen must be in uniform. Lazima wavae sare. Wakasema ya kwamba polisi yeyote ambaye atajitokeza pasi na kuwa amevalia sare watamchukulia kama mhalifu. This is Azimio that is saying this. Everybody know, you know, I know, we know that policemen are usually planted amongst the demonstrators. And these policemen usually are not armed. Even when they are armed, they are not in uniform. And this is another area that can lead to very serious confrontations between the crowds, between the demonstrators and the security agents. Once this happens, I can tell you, the confrontation, the demonstrations will turn bloody. It is better that there be an agreement between the police and the demonstrators. The policemen provide security, protect the properties, protect the people who are demonstrating. Let there be law and order. Because if Azimio is going to do what we have said, I can tell you, many people can also lose their life. The nation can easily break. We can easily lose the nation by this issue. Again, when you look at the government, the continued threats to arrest the former president Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and the former prime minister Raila Amolo Odinga can make the demonstrators wild. There can be wild demonstrations. And when the demonstrators becomes wild, the nation breaks. When the demonstrators becomes wild, we lose the nation. When the demonstrators becomes wild, nobody can contain them. It is important to avoid this narrative. Raila Amolo Odinga is not a criminal. Is a leader, respected even in international circles and even everywhere. Raila Amolo Odinga is known in every country. Indeed, somebody was asking me whether Raila is the president of Kenya. Yeah. Somebody from a certain country, and by the way, it is Africa, was asking me whether Raila is the president of the Republic of Kenya. And arresting Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is something that the government should stop even imagining. Because we have a nation. All said and done, we have a nation. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is a peace and a law-abiding former head of state. A respectable head of state in that matter. Again, if you have been listening to William Samoei Ruto has been giving ultimatums. And I expect William Samoei Ruto to act decisively this week. And by acting decisively means violently stopping the demonstrations, arresting the leaders, unleashing the police, or doing anything possible to stop the demonstrations. If you have been watching and listening to the president, he is not mincing any words. He is not ready to dialogue with anybody. Indeed, his foot soldiers, none other than Gachagua himself, castigated the religious organizations. Aliwashtumu viongozi wa kanisa, viongozi wa kidini wasijaribu kuleta maridhiano kati ya Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga. What many people don't know is that Gachagua is protecting his own interest, because a unity pact between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza would give a death blow to the Gikuyu nation and Rigathi Gachagua specifically. He will become irrelevant. That is why, if you listen to Raila Amolo Odinga, who is so much determined to continue leading the demonstrations, and when you listen to William Samoei Ruto, who is threatening to do anything within his powers, then you can understand why nasema the nation will break. We are in a breaking point. If Raila Amolo Odinga ataendelea kushikilia msimamo wake mkali, vile vile rais ataendelea kushikilia msimamo wake mkali, kila mmoja atavuta upande wake, kila mwabagoma kuvutia kwake, na kile ambacho kitafanyika, inchi itapasuka. Inchi itapasuka, because all said and done, Raila has his people behind him. Ruto has his people behind him. Unless there's a middle ground, this country will break down. Again, what Kenya Kwanza has been doing, what the hardliners, people like Dedi Nyoro and Kimani Ichung'wah, vile ambavyo wamekuwa wakifanya, is to provoke the masses. The way they have been attacking Raila Amolo Odinga, the way they have been attacking Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, kwa sababu wakati wowote tunaona Ichung'wah akiongea, lazima amtaje Raila Amolo Odinga na amalizie kwa kibwagizo cha shairi lake la Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. All the time he ends with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and this is provoking the masses. This is not good for the country. And what we can say is that these people wanajaribu kuwasha moto wa kisiasa, moto ambao unaweza kuwa vigumu sana kuzima. I've always said, sometimes you start something or you say something and it becomes very difficult to contain or to control what you have said. Kule kuzaa neno likawa kubwa kuliko mzungumzaji. Again, the fact that Senegal opposition leader was rescued, was released from prison by the people, this can only motivate Kenyans. This can only motivate other people in other countries that it is doable. If Senegal did it, it can be done in any other place. In a nutshell, what we are saying in this channel is that we are in a defining moment. We are in a situation where if Raila Amor Odinga and William Samoei Ruto do not come to a compromise, I can see this nation breaking down. If they don't come to a compromise, I can tell you, we shall tear this nation apart. If they don't come to a compromise, I can tell you, we will lose this nation. I don't know what you think, but if you ask me, we are in a breaking point. Remember to like this video. Remember, subscribe to this channel if you have not. And may you have a blessed Sabbath. And for our Muslim brothers and sisters, we wish you all the best in your festivities. May Allah grant you peace. May Allah guide you and protect you all the day of your life. Eid Mubarak. Bye-bye.